Thank you, Dean Kabir. Dr. to present the AOA position.
Presenting the Alpha Omega Alpha good position for AOA is the National Medical Life Society. Worthy of fame and glory and riches. It's worthy to serve. The captains of industry, the princes of this world. To serve the Son. Be worthy to serve the Son. You all selected the classmate that you thought embodies this creative the most. Yeah, I think you made an excellent selection. I had the great privilege of working with him. He's a gentle man, with highest sense of the word, kind, thoughtful, courteous, committed to being the best doctor his conceivable skills will allow. AOA good position of workers to Christian man.
Afternoon. I have the utmost privilege and pleasure to continue the program. Before I begin my remarks, I will introduce four very past members. To share in the privilege of graduation. The first recipient is the clerkship coordinator for the third and fourth year clerkships in the Department of Internal Medicine and has been nationally recognized for his work. We love John because he's always accessible, always willing to help you rearrange your schedule to tailor it to your needs. And above all, he's an incredible person. He goes above and beyond for his students. And I, as well as members of our class, are very lucky to also call him our friend. John. The second recipient, Julie Nathaniel. Julie is our Director of Financial Aid and College of Medicine. In a medical education world, with ever-present and escalating costs, Julie is an anchor that helps keep us sane, as one can be in medical school. She's an energetic, warm, and a pleasure to talk to, and is also a close companion. Julie. The next honorary class member is Ms. Shirley Tipton. Shirley is our former Director of Student Services. 4 years ago, we sat down and had a fantastic conversation about anything and everything. Somewhere down the line that year, she determined that after multiple decades of being the mother and lifeline to students in our college, she would honor the class of 2015 as the class she wanted to go. Shirley is part of my family and our class's family. And today we are very fortunate to grant her wish as an honorary class member of the class of 2015. Shirley. your sugar moon. Quite literally. Her absence in the hospital cafeteria or guarded this past year was felt strongly. No matter how hard a day, Sharon always had a smile on her face, waiting for you as you check out of the morning. She's genuinely caring and a giving person with her warm greetings and personal conversation has helped put a smile on many of our faces during some of our hardest days in the hospital. Sharon? Before I have the privilege of presenting my remarks, I would like to take a moment to thank one of our classmates, Army Captain Peter Rogers Mitchell. I want to thank him for his active service to our country during medical school. Soon to be, Dr. Rogers Mitchell interrupted his medical school studies to serve in Afghanistan on the front lines over a period of 10 months. I had the pleasure of his conversation a month ago. He served his unit and his country as only Peter would. It is a shame that he cannot join us today. He is away on a military drill. But I would like to ask all of you to take a moment to acknowledge Peter's service to our country. Physician, heal thyself. This is a phrase dating back to the Bible, Luke chapter 4, verse 23. A phrase that then was echoed in a very different context from which I use today. Fast forward to the present. At this very moment, young doctors, what does this phrase mean to you? Physician, heal thyself. To the family, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests in the audience, as president of the medical class of 2015, I have had the honor and utmost pleasure to get to know the individuals sitting before you. You do not need me or anyone else to tell you how proud you should be. We entered medical school seeking the foundation of essential clinical skill and reasoning that we will collectively use to help improve the quality of millions of lives in this country and around the globe. In the audience before you, there are dozens of future pillars of your communities. Scholars who will attempt to take medical science to new frontiers. Public and global health leaders who will become ambassadors of health to those who lack access most, whether in this country or abroad. And indeed, these are the very elements society is built of. And yet, to achieve all this and contribute meaningfully to our society, near and far, in giving what we have to give, we physicians first have to prioritize our own health. A quick search through the literature shows studies that find many diseases more prevalent amongst groups of physicians than would be expected by chance. Depression, heart disease, anxiety disorders, metabolic syndrome. The more you search, the further the list expands. So the message is clear, young doctors. We have to take care of our own bodies and minds to be able to practice this profession at the level our patients deserve, and do so for as long as we're able to. Now, it is said that details of the spoken word are weathered away by the passage of time, and an overarching message there remains. So again, I say, physician, heal thyself. There is, however, a second and third part to this that I hope to add to your vernacular. And that second part is to embrace the ordinary. To best appreciate the second part, I would like to diverge and ask everyone to briefly think through the meaning of the word serendipity. I agree with the researchers at the University of London who believe serendipity to be more than a happy accident. They define serendipity in the following way. When unexpected circumstances and an insightful aha moment leads to a valuable and unanticipated outcome. So in other words, serendipity requires insight. It is by embracing the ordinary that we possess the insight to pick up on a serendipitous finding, an anomaly that in some way deviates from the ordinary, one that can change medicine as we know it, improve and save countless lives. The list of serendipitous findings in medicine knows no bounds. Sir Alexander Fleming's discovery of antibiotics, Dr. John Kane's discovery of the use of lithium in bipolar disorder, Dr. Edward Jenner's discovery of vaccination, William Rongen's discovery of the X-ray. I would be amiss not to include my alma mater professors, Drs. Frederick Banting and John McLeod's discovery of insulin. These few examples are and do constitute Nobel Prize-worthy findings. Imagine the years of setback, and more importantly, lives lost. If Fleming discards his abnormal petri dish, Kate abandons his experiment, Jenner does not listen to the milkmaid, or Rongen writes off the X-ray as an anomaly. But what I ask of you to embrace the ordinary is not exclusive to your profession, and certainly not only for the goal of furthering the science of medicine. It is a universal path to a fulfilling life that can benefit each of us. So much of our lives are filled by ordinary happenstance. It is so easy to go on autopilot and cruise through your life without appreciating that there is indeed beauty in every day. And yet, it is in embracing the ordinary that life is rendered truly extraordinary. Our everyday doctors, while ordinary to us is nothing but, regard the sanctity of life. We are tasked with a task many can only dream of, to improve and save lives. The beauty of life is all around us in the hospital and in the clinics, delivering a baby into the world, bringing back a trauma victim, removing a tumor, diagnosing the complex, and permanently improving someone's quality of life. And all this from humble beginnings. Herein lies the third and last part of my message to you. Being humble. Always remember where you came from and the many people and experiences that have molded you into who you are now. For me, that is my childhood playground that were the streets of 1990s Moscow. My Georgian grandparents who raised me while my father worked and my mother completed university. My younger sister, who as she grew wiser, wished me to try and stay a role model that she can be proud of. It is my adopted immigrant hometown of Toronto, Canada, with its multitude of perspectives and ideas that shape my global views. It is the uncanny warmth and caring spirit of my second home that is Kentucky, and its people that I love. It is my greatest teachers of life in clinical medicine, the people afflicted with disease. So, young doctors, what are your beginnings? Who were and are the influential people in your life? Let this knowledge ground you. And so I say, physician, heal thyself. Embrace the ordinary. Be humble always. Thank you.
Now place the Doctor of Medicine foods on the graduates, presenting the diplomas. Dr. Griffiths, Dr. Sheehan, Dr. Scott Fedder, Dr. Brian Atkins, Dr. Tony Weaver, and Dr. Ed Scott, the assistants. We have a photographer who will take pictures of graduates as they receive their diplomas. I would request family and friends not to come forward to take pictures. You're certainly welcome to take pictures where you are. But families and other graduates will not be able to see the ceremony if you come to the front.
Erica R. Atkins, with distinction. Hodgenville, Kentucky, Dr. Atkins will order residency in anesthesiology at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, Tennessee. Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Alexander Atwood from Lexington, Kentucky. Dr. Atwood will enter residency in neurology at the University of Colorado School of Medicine in Denver, Colorado. Adam N. Baker from Nashville, Tennessee. Dr. Baker will enter a transitional year at the Navy Medical Center in San Diego, California. Caitlin Atkin Banks with distinction. From Grayson, Kentucky, Dr. Banks will enter a residency in emergency medicine at Palmetto Health Mission in Columbia, South Carolina. Ben Barnes from Catherine, Northern Territory, Australia. Dr. Barnes will enter a residency in neurology at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Matthew T. Bender with high distinction. Graduate Dr. Bender will enter a residency in internal medicine at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville, Virginia. Katrina Alexandria Bidwell from Alaska, Kentucky. Dr. Bidwell will enter a residency in internal medicine at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Caitlin Briggs from Paintsville, Kentucky. Dr. Briggs will enter a residency in psychiatry at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Jennifer Lee Brooks with high distinction from Millsboro, Kentucky. Dr. Brooks will enter a transitional year at the Indiana University Ball Memorial Hospital in Indiana, followed by a residency in dermatology at Geisinger Health Systems in Danville, Pennsylvania. John Andrew Brown with distinction from Paintsville, Kentucky. Dr. Brown will enter a residency in internal medicine at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Eliza Bill with distinction from Goshen, Kentucky. Dr. Bill will enter a residency in psychiatry at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville, Virginia. Benjamin Carter from Benton, Kentucky. Dr. Carter will enter a residency in internal medicine at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Margaret Greenwood Cassidy with distinction from Lexington, Kentucky. Dr. Cassidy will enter a residency in internal medicine at Louisiana State University Health Sciences Center in Shreveport, Louisiana. Maximiliano Cavallini with distinction from Lexington, Kentucky. Dr. Cavallini will enter a residency in obstetrics gynecology at the University of North Carolina Hospitals in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Bi Cheng with high distinction from Hsinchu, Taiwan. Dr. Cheng will enter a residency in general surgery at the Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami, Florida. Clay with distinction from London, Kentucky. Dr. Clay will enter a residency in neurology at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. C. Clifton from Maiden Clinton, Utah. Dr. Kristen will enter residency in oral maxillofacial surgery at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. John Taylor Collins from Shelbyville, Kentucky. Dr. Collins will enter residency in emergency medicine at the Vidant Medical Center, East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina. Dean Christopher Cook with high distinction from Santa Barbara, California. Dr. Cook will enter residency in obstetrics gynecology at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. From Costa Casa, California. Dr. Cochran will enter residency in emergency medicine at the Ohio State University Medical Center in Columbus, Ohio. Courtney Ann Cundiff with high distinction from Olive Hill, Kentucky. Dr. Cundiff will enter residency in emergency medicine at the West Virginia University School of Medicine in Morgantown, West Virginia. Christopher Dale Denny from Danville, Kentucky. Dr. Denny will enter residency in anesthesiology at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Catherine Donaldson from Independence, Kentucky. Dr. Donaldson will enter residency in internal medicine at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Dowdy with high distinction from Murray, Kentucky. Dr. Dowdy will enter residency in general surgery at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Ryan Mark Eads with high distinction from Maysville, Kentucky. Dr. Eads will enter residency in orthopedic surgery at the University of Tennessee College of Medicine in Memphis, Tennessee. John Eric Fleming with distinction from Barlow, Kentucky. Dr. Fleming will enter residency in internal medicine at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Derek Salvador Guy with high distinction from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Dr. Guy will enter residency in urology at the Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami, Florida. Nicole Gooden with distinction from Lexington, Kentucky. Dr. Gooden will enter residency in pediatric psychiatry, child psychiatry at the Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. George Goshman with high distinction from Toronto, Canada.
Woo!
Dr. Goshman will enter residency in internal medicine at Yale New Haven Hospital in New Haven, Connecticut. Washington, New York. Dr. Hall will enter residency in family medicine at the St. Mary Mercy Hospital in Livonia, Michigan. Daniel Ryan Harris from Ashland, Kentucky. Dr. Harris will enter residency in physical medicine rehabilitation at the Case Western Metro Health Medical Center in Cleveland, Ohio. Dr. Hastings will enter a residency in pathology at the Case Western Metro Health Medical Center in Cleveland, Ohio. Ross Heaton from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Dr. Heaton will enter a residency in obstetrics gynecology at the Oscar Clinic Foundation Louisiana. Kansas.
If all a moment to get back to a seat, we'll ask all the graduates to rise, please.
Graduates, please rise and say the sacred oath of this profession to serve the suffering. This is your first sacred promise to our profession. Time of being admitted as a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge myself to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I will give to my teachers respect and gratitude which is their due. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. The health of my patient be my first consideration. I will respect the secrets which are my identity. I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. My colleagues will be my family. I will not permit considerations of religion, nationality, race, party politics, or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect and interact. I will not use my medical knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. I make these promises solemnly, freely, upon my honor. Welcome to the profession.
Please. You are now alumni of the University of Kentucky. We're proud to be at this university. We're proud of our College of Medicine. We're proud of our students and our alumni. There are times when we need our alumni. I'm sure we can count on them. I can assure you, we're going to give our all as we proceed in life. I give you an obligation to remember us, that obligation to make future generations. We've had a remarkable alumni from this college. I'm pleased to introduce Dr. J.K. Phillips, President of our Alumni Association, colleague, friend, and great alumnus.
Thank you, being here. What a great day. We've all felt the excitement and the warmth of this beautiful Saturday on the campus of the University of Kentucky. And to our audience, your energy and enthusiasm is palpable. We thank you for that. To the graduates, you've accomplished over the past 4 years what is considered by many the most difficult academic task. Your diploma represents a wonderful milestone and achievement in your lives. You're assigned, sealed, and hooded. It's my pleasure on behalf of the University of Kentucky Medical Alumni Association to welcome you new doctors to to the medical profession and membership in our Medical Alumni Association. Today, you're the 51st class to graduate from this institution, joining over 4,000 physicians who have received their MDs from the University of Kentucky College of Medicine since it began in 1960. Now, it will be your privilege to serve. Until this moment, you were a lowly medical student, whom little was expected. Now, you are a doctor of medicine, from which everything will be expected. Most of you become involved in clinical care of patients. Some of you will pursue research, and still others to the education of the future students. Let me encourage you to remember the times from your medical school days, the good ones as well as the difficult ones, to propel you forward into your medical careers. In the future, as alumni, please take time to help those students coming behind you. Be a mentor. Be a supporter. Serve on committees. Serve as a volunteer faculty. And become an active member of your alumni association. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
You leave here today as part of the medical profession. But you leave here today as part of the College of Medicine, University of Kentucky. Because of that, whatever you do, wherever we go, you carry us with you. We are proud. We have full confidence that you're proud of us and will hold our name high. We, our elected society, expects more of you because you came from this university, this college. Congratulations. Thank you to family, friends, supporters, loved ones. Joined us here today on this special day. Thank you. We ask you to stand during the session platform party of graduates. We invite you to join us for a reception in the foyer just after the ceremony.